Sorry about that. All right. Okay. Let's start however is comfortable. And sit if you want to lie on your backs. Allowing ourselves this space. So glad we can be here in person. Not on the screen. Screen is fine, but it's always so special to be in person. Let's connect to our breath, guys. Whatever way that resonates with you. Just dropping into your own toolbox that we've been filling over the years with tools to ground and to drop into the present moment. Let's maybe bring awareness to the shoulders, into the elbows, to the knees, and the crown of the head. And just imagine if we were to take maybe a sparkler from the 4th of July, or maybe a wand that wrote in light, just trace your periphery around those joints, those knees, elbows, shoulders, crown of the head. Tracing the outline of your figure in light. On your next exhale, noticing the sits bones on the floor. And with your awareness on your sits bones, feel yourself grounding down into your space and your mat. And then with your awareness shifting into your heart space. Fill that heart space with light as you inhale. And as you exhale, just imagine that shape that you just outlined in light, slowly filling with light that originates from our heart space. So if you had a cookie cutter on a cookie sheet or on a pan and you were just kind of dripping pancake batter or something into that cookie cutter, just filling the perimeter. Fill it with breath and the light that rides on that breath. The awareness on your palms. Imagine your arms, your hands, your fingers full of light. With your eyes closed, that's comfortable. Just bring the right arm out to the side, maybe in line with the shoulder. You can rest on the knee and then extend the left arm out. Just imagine that shape. Visualize the shape of yourself. Just moving light. And feel your hands, your arms. Feel the weight of your physical body. And now just rest the hands, whether in prayer or on your lap. And allow this awareness, this acute awareness that we have of the physical body right now, to move into the different layers of ourself. And we can feel that bliss body layer, that thinking mind layer, that emotional layer. Feeling all those layers of ourself and allowing them to operate as one. And now, guys, for our first shape, as you're ready, come into child's pose. Moving with awareness and just noticing how wide the knees are. Maybe noticing the flexion of the foot, the top of the foot on the floor, the toes, the sits bones reaching for the heels. Nice, guys. Let that forehead maybe come to a block or to the earth. Just dropping down here into your child's pose. And imagine again your body as this light. And see your limbs, your extremities as light. Letting out a sigh or perhaps humming Om or chanting Om. Seeing that light vibrate or feeling that mantra, that energy, the vibration of Om in your being. Allowing ourselves to receive our practice this evening. If you need an anchor for the mind, just imagine visualizing that perimeter of your body in this shape. Feel the light originating in the heart space and filling your being from the inside to the edges, from the center to the edges. Oh. Noticing any shifts or changes in your physical body. And then allow those shifts to move into the next layer and the next layer. Now as you're ready, come into your rebound, maybe the front of the body, maybe the back of the body. Maybe you stay in your child's pose, surrendering here for a few more breaths. Allow yourself to feel this shift, this pause. Nice job. Feeling the effects of the shape in our rebound as the chi flows to those areas of the body. Maybe behind the knees, the shoulders, the neck, maybe the back, wherever it's flowing, just notice it. Imagine it carrying light. Now let's give ourselves 3 more conscious inhales and exhales. And then as you're ready, rolling over onto the back. When you get to the back, finding that block that's probably over, because some people's left hand, Jimmy, your left hand, Connie's left, and then his left, find that block, bring your feet to the floor. As you're ready, exhale to lift the hips. We're going to come into our reverse sphinx. So resting that sacrum on the block, and then let the legs come out long. Maybe you want the feet to be on the ground, as close to the block or as far away as you want. And feel this kind of countering our child's pose. As we have those hip flexors no longer compressed, but now they're allowed to expand. Really nice job, you guys. You can bring those arms overhead if you want. Nice. Out to the side. Allow yourself to choose for you. Allow yourself to receive for yourself. Allow the back to rest on the floor, shoulder blades. And maybe, guys, we bring awareness to the kneecap. to the shin bone. You can find it through the muscles, find that femur, that bone from the kneecap to the hip. And with your mind's eye, just noticing the bones in the body, the joints. Imagine them filled with light. And expand to the perimeter. With light, any color in the rainbow. Perhaps you begin to notice that that light expands beyond your body. Allow that light to be as big as it wants to be. Noticing if you have your legs long, if you need to kind of scoot those heels further away from the block as that fascia unravels. If you have those feet on the floor, maybe noticing if you need to wiggle those shoulder blades away from the block as that fascia unravels. Beginning to think about coming out of this shape, perhaps by bringing hands to the side body. Maybe you slide those feet close to the block and you lift those hips off the block, removing the block. Allow yourself to not have a rush. Allow yourself to just be in this choice, in this opportunity. And when you're ready, you can lie in your rebound and receive your rebound. And tonight's offering actually comes from my first yin yoga instructor, who offers it to us from Martha Costlethwaite. Do not try to save the whole world or do anything grandiose. Instead, create a clearing in the dense forest of your life and wait there patiently until the song that is yours alone to sing falls into your open cupped hands and you recognize and greet it. Only then will you know how to give yourself to this world so worthy of rescue. And stay here in your rebound for the duration of this next shape. If you want, you can roll over to one side, coming up kind of to table. And when you get to table, I just invite you to come onto your hero pose where you sit back onto the heels. You can also come into your yogi-toe squat where you curl the toes under and sit back on the heels if you want. Whichever one you prefer. And then if you'd like, in spirit of this offering, bring your hands in front of your heart in prayer, and then perhaps you open them and hold them, surrendering in front of your body with cupped hands. Maybe you soften your gaze, close the eyes. If you want, you can lean back just a little bit, unless you're on your toes. Or even if you're on your toes, there's a little opening in the thighs if you can lean back. Allowing yourself here to create a clearing in the dense forest of our life. Receiving here our calling. Imagine as your cupped hands fill, so is your heart. Give yourself another breath in. Exhale. So you're ready, just slowly making your way to your rebound, whether it's on the belly or on the back. Doing so with grace, with mindfulness, noticing how you're extending the legs back or the body onto the floor. Nice, guys. Allowing that gaze to soften even more. And allow yourself to rest. Ah. We'll give ourselves 10 moments in this rebound, 10 more. Each moment noted by noticing a different toe on each foot, perhaps the pinky of the right foot, and that fourth toe and middle toe. Just notice your toes here. 10 more moments, one for each toe. Now notice the 5 toes, your right foot, 5 of the left foot. Notice your entire right foot, your entire left foot. And as you're ready, bring each foot to the earth. Let those knees come out to the side, bringing the feet together for either reclined butterfly, or if you want, roll to one side and come up for seated butterfly. Knowing that there's no right or wrong, just a different way to experience the shape. If you do come to seated, maybe consider crossing your hand. So your left hand is on the right ankle, the right hand is on kind of that left ankle, the left foot, and tuck the chin. Allow the spine to round. Do not try to save the whole world or do anything grandiose. Instead, create a clearing in the dense forest of your life and wait there patiently. Giving ourselves this opportunity to practice some patience right now. If you need an anchor for the mind, just bring your awareness to each of your toes over and over and over again. That mind-body connection. And then perhaps that awareness, without even knowing, drifts from noticing your toes to complete absorption in being aware, in existing, until you realize, not even realizing, but until you are that existence. Until the song that is yours, alone to sing, falls into your open cupped hands and you recognize and greet it. Only you can sing your song. We're not here to sing others' songs. People aren't here to sing our song. We can recognize and greet our song only when we have true self-awareness, when we know ourselves well enough that we can recognize our song. Allowing our awareness to move through the layers, every aspect of our being, deeper and deeper, this inward journey. Whether you're in reclined butterfly or seated butterfly, slowly transition to your rebound. Do it mindfully. Allowing this unraveling from one shape, from one state of consciousness to the other. Nice job, you guys. Ah, ah, ah. invite you for the remaining moments in our rebound. Perhaps visualizing yourself, maybe even as if you were looking at yourself in a mirror. And until I ring our bells, just saying to yourself, thank you. Thank you. However that feels in your body and your being, just allow it to be there. You don't even have to know what you're thanking yourself for. Your body will know, your spirit and mind will know as we consciously thank ourselves. And I promise I will ring the bells to say to yourself, thank you. Thank you. And after this next exhale, just close this rebound by saying you are welcome, directing that to yourself. Maybe let out a sigh. And as you're ready, if you're not already on your belly, I invite you to roll over onto the belly. We haven't done this one in a very, very long time. I'm going to give you guys a couple options. So kind of come onto maybe your elbows, kind of think of sphinx elbows, but they can be out. You don't have to be under the shoulders, it can be out. We're going to come into our half frog or maybe a tadpole. So lying on the front of the body, you can come down onto the low ribs if you want. Bring that left knee out to the side. So maybe that knee is kind of in line with the hip and that ankle is underneath the knee if you want, or you can keep that heel kind of towards the glute if you want. It's a little hip opener, left knee out to the side. That left foot can be in line with the ankle or anywhere kind of underneath where that ankle is to where the glute is. And you can bring yourself up onto your sphinx elbows if you want. You can lie down closer to the earth. And an option, if that's not comfortable at all, we'll come in, you can come into water bug, coming onto the hands, that right knee underneath the hip and that left leg out. And just press into that left foot when that left foot is out. So either water bug or your tadpole. Allowing ourselves to move through the layers of our being, what we call the koshas in yoga. Those energetic layers of our being, Recognizing all of our parts. And anytime, maybe bring the hands to the floor. That forehead can rest in the back of the hands if that's more comfortable. You can rest the forehead on a block. Think about relaxing the glutes, and we have a tendency in this shape to kind of activate the glutes. Just relax them. Imagine there was space being created between the sits bones. That's how relaxed the back of the body is. As we just let that knee open up to the side, that rotation on the hip. Breathing in and out. Maybe the next breath, you notice the belly breathing into the floor, and pause. And then exhale. Do that one more time, breathing in. Really press that belly into the floor. Exhale, side. And then your next inhale just sends that left leg long, letting you rest in your rebound on the front of the body here. Maybe you send that left foot long. You might even notice the left leg feels a little longer than that right leg. Allow yourself to rest in the space that you've created so far tonight. There's no rush to bring that right knee out to the side in line with the hip. You can. Finding your tadpole on the other side. Nice, guys. Really nice. Any variation yet with that upper body? You can have that sphinx upper body. You can be resting the forehead on the back of the hands. Just see about relaxing the glutes. Relaxing that left leg that's long. Let the right inner hip, that groin, that knee just relax. Let the weight of that right leg rest on the floor.
Now let's breathe into that belly with intention. Press it against the floor and pause. Exhale, sigh. So that 2 more times, breathing in. Exhale. Final time, inhale. Good, guys. Inhale to send the right leg back. Pause with that right leg back. Really extend through the big toe and through the feet and feel those legs long, extending out of this socket. We're going to come into our seal pose before we come into our final rebound. So with your chest on the floor, bring those arms off the mat or towards the corners of the mat like a Y. And then slowly activating the back, just lift the chest. And when you get that chest as high as you want, then press those hands into the floor. So the effort here, the yang is in the palms pressing onto the floor. The arms are locked out. You can lift that chest as high as you want. And we'll pause. You can bring the chin to the chest, or you can just keep it lifted slightly with the gaze past the front of the mat, where the mat meets the floor. If that's too much on that low back, just slide those hands further away from the hips. And once again, visualizing yourself as a vessel of light, as a singer of your own song, of this self-aware spirit being
With each breath is remembering and remembering and remembering your true nature as spirit. We're here to experience and slowly, slowly, slowly make our way down to our final rebound, Shavasana. There's no rush to get there. how in this state of consciousness, known as Yoga Nidra, you have an intention for your practice, invited into your space. And consider that time is not linear. This intention is going before our practice. This intention is realized. And that we are here to experience. We're here to sing our song.